Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is the first video under the IELTS Complete Course playlist. I'm covering the first section, task 1 of that first section, which is form completion of the listening test. As I promised, I will be covering all the content, all the topics in a chronological order. So let's proceed with task 1. Now, listening section has 4 tasks and the difficulty level increases as we proceed from task 1 till 4. So technically, task 1 is the easiest section of the listening test. Now, there are certain parameters, certain pointers that you must know for the listening test, that in this form completion, what is it all about? You have a telephonic conversation between two people. It is always between two people. So you have to make sure that you listen to both the speakers equally. Now the accent is a British accent, it is not an Indian accent, so you have to focus and try to understand whatever they are saying. The question types here is fill-ups. So they will ask you to provide answers in one word or not more than 2 or 3 words, or at times in a numeric format, that is numbers. So you have to read the question and make sure that you do not answer outside what they are asking you. Now let me take you through a sample question and explain further how you attempt that question and what all things do you see in it. There are overall 10 questions under this section, always and always. The first audio will have around 5 to 7 questions covered. There will be a pause and then next 3 to 4 questions will be covered. So let's proceed with the question. I'll now take you across a sample question and guide you on how to attempt this kind of question. First of all, I'm playing the listening audio. So I will be playing the instruction part only and then tell you the nitty-gritty behind it.
All the recordings will be played once only. The test is in 4 sections. At the end of the test, you will be given 10 minutes to transfer your answers to an answer sheet. Now turn to section 1. Section 1. You will hear a man inquiring in a tourist centre about activities suitable for families. First, you have some time to look at questions 1 to 4.
Now here, while the speaker, this is the examiner, a recorded version. So when he's saying all of this, he or she, whichever the speaker is, you have to take out these few minutes in skimming, which is you have to quickly go across all the questions. I would suggest personally, if you have 10 questions, you will be asked to first attempt first 5 questions. So while he's saying the instructions, take out that time and read those first 5 to say 6 questions. You will have a break, then read those 6 to 10 questions. You must be in a flow, then you need not, have a pre-time for that. You will be able to cover it up. But now, as we are reading the questions, we have to start with the question on the top that says answer this in one word, or at times the question will say answer it in not more than 3 words, which means it can be 1, 2 or 3, not more than that. And if it is 1, stick to 1. Be it a number, be it a word, stick to just 1.
The cruise takes place on a steamship. So steamship has been written in the space. Now we shall begin.
Now I'm playing the questions audio. Listen carefully.
You should answer the questions as you listen, because you will not hear the recording a second time.
Make sure the audio is played just once. Even in your practice, play the audio once. Do not repeat it.
Listen carefully and answer questions 1 to 4.
Hi, can I help you?
I'd like to find out if you have any excursions suitable for families.
Sure. How about taking your family for a cruise? We have a steamship that takes passengers out several times a day. It's over 100 years old.
That sounds interesting. How long is the trip?
About an hour and a half. And don't forget to take pictures of the mountains. They're all around you when you're on the boat and they look fantastic.
Okay. And I assume there's a cafe or something on board?
Sure.
So I'm pausing it in between. This is how the structure flows. Did you make a notice of the point? It said that you have to attempt first 4 questions. So this is how the examiner goes. It will ask you to attempt first 4 or 5 questions, then next 5 set of questions. The key points that you have to note while attempting these set of questions. First of all the questions are asked in a chronological order. The conversation will always be, one after another, and the questions will be asked as per the conversation, which is question 1. After that, the speaker will be talking something about question 2, then about question 3. It will never be question 3 is talked about first, then you are moving to question 1, then again to 4, and there's a havoc, there's a confusion. It is never like that. Go one by one, keep listening. Another point is that you have to listen carefully. You have to attempt the questions simultaneously. You cannot take out time towards the end, even though in paper-based tests you do get time to copy down your answers. In computer-based tests, there's hardly a minute or a half. So make sure you keep writing the answers simultaneously. Now, in the terms when there is confusion, what will you do? Now, where the question says that answer in 1 word and you have 2 words, try to understand what is exactly asked. If that second part has been covered in the question, leave it. For example, it will say, at what time did the bow row? You can say 8 a.m. You have that time 8 a.m. But in the question it is said, write in 1 word. Skip a.m. here. Say 8. Another thing will be that if you are asked, again you have a confusion and you're asked to answer in not more than 3 words or 1 word, and you have confusion between 2 words. Try to understand the tone of that statement, whether it is demanding an answer in noun, in some adjective, or some verb. So what you have to figure out is, for example, I was asked, he went to the market in dash. Here it is asking a place. If you have a confusion between he walks speedily and you have a confusion between Mall Road, what you have to answer is Mall Road, because the question is asking a noun here, not a verb. Here you have to apply a little common sense and make sure that what the examiner is demanding, you offer that answer only. Try to analyze through the help of the figure of speech. Noun, verb, adjective, adverb, what is being asked, then you filter out between the answers you have, so that this will mitigate your confusion. As I said, I will point out the common mistakes that people make. There are 3 common mistakes. One is they do not utilize the first few minutes. They are just listening. They are just preparing themselves mentally. You have to take out that time. Second mistake is that often the question says mention 2 words, mention 1 word, and we skip that instruction and we move on. We jump onto the questions directly. You have to make sure you read those instructions first. Third mistake is that we are asked to answer the question in a word, and what we do is we write the number. For example, you are asked that there were dash dogs that went to the park. You know the answer is 7. You write down the numeric figure, but the examiner has written in the instruction write only word. So you have to write here SEVEN. Otherwise your marks will be deducted. That's all for this task. It is pretty simple, pretty easy. As I pointed out, there are just 2-3 things that you have to make sure. This is the methodology, this is the technique for form completion. Now, if you understood this video, if you like the content, please share and subscribe this video, my channel, and show support so that I make more content and keep all of your preparation boosted and keep guiding you well.